Merry meet and welcome to the week reading for all Aries, sun sign, rising sign, and or moon sign. Let's see what's in the cards for all you gorgeous Aries. Starting out with the King of Coins, followed by the King of Swords. I'm sorry, Aries. Aries likes the King of Swords sometimes. And then we've got the Seven of Wands. It looks like it's all going to be just fine. Just be careful in your righteous indignation today or over these next couple of weeks that you are aware of the toxicity of your anger. Sometimes you don't realize that just because you feel righteous about what you're upset about and you feel passionately about what's going on, it doesn't mean that you got to just be careful that you're not being toxic. Nobody deserves the Aries wrath usually, and if they do, it's not what we're talking about here. We're just talking about how, if something's not working out for you, or if you're dealing with a customer service representative or something like that, be respectful, be kind. Sometimes when you get that bite in you, it's a lot worse than you realize, and you just come off as being a jerk, and you just come off as being cruel, and that's not what you want. I know that's not what you want, but it's really easy for you to do. Believe me, I know. I'm an Aries. Okay, we've got the Seven of Wands. It's saying on the other side of that, after you kind of get over that, or even if you can, not have that happen, but definitely moving beyond that tendency, what you have is an upgrade. So everything good is already happening for you. So no matter what it looks like in the present moment that makes you so angry about whatever, just realize that that's not what's really happening. What's really happening is your whole, it looks like for many of you, career or some creative work or whatever's important to you in your work in the world that's represented by those wands is having a turnaround and an upgrade. So things are working out for you. So you have nothing to bitch about. It's very clear here that this is very self-indulgent if you notice yourself doing it. And if you notice that you're doing that and you remember how self-indulgent it is and you stop, guess what you are? Amazing. Because most people can't do that. So if you can do that, if you can recognize what you're doing even in the midst of it and just shut down all that King of Swords energy, you're really flying higher than most people. So I know you can do it, and it looks like you are going to do it. And it also looks like where you want to be, remember the kings are owners. They own. They don't have, kingdoms didn't have citizens. They had subjects. So each of these kingdoms here represent something different, and you are the owner of two kingdoms. The swords, which is conflict. So yeah, you can own your conflict. We know what that's like. But it's also the King of Coins. And so you can own your wealth. You can own your possessions. You can own the good in your life, the manifest good in your life. And that's really what you want to focus on, because all the suits have open borders except for the swords. The swords don't like to play well with anybody, but all the other suits do. And so this king is very benign. This king, not so much. The King of Swords is not so benign. The King of Swords can be a real piece of work, and you don't want that coming through. And so the more you realize how powerful you are at making choices of which king gets to be in charge of your mind, the more you get clear on how much power you have to choose, you have a lot of power as far as what you manifest. And it looks like you really are wanting to manifest something wonderful in your career. Let's look a little closer. Yeah, here's the Page of Wands. So more wands, Queen of Wands, and then the Page of Cups, which is great news. So the only negative here is this King of Swords, but it's a negative one. It's like one of my least favorite cards in the whole deck. King of Swords, Five of Swords. I don't like them. I don't like those cards because it's cruelty for its own sake. It's undisciplined meanness. It's undisciplined anger. And Aries don't tend to be mean at heart, but they can come off that way because they just are so into this need to be right in the moment. And then, it blows up. It blows over, I should say, and then you regret what you did. So let's not do that. Let's not do that. Let's have some forethought. Okay, let's make an agreement that all of us Aries who are watching this, we're going to make agreement to have some forethought and not let our anger dictate how we act. Instead, we are going to let our own choice dictate how we act. We can choose. It seems like you have no choice when you're in the midst of this. It seems like it's happening to you, but it's not. You're choosing. You're allowing it. Even if the biggest choice that's the problem of all humans, not just us, Aries, is that we make the choice not to decide. We make the choice just to go with whatever, let our minds do whatever they want. And the last thing you want to do is that when you're in the midst of a King of Swords experience. Because what do you get out of it? You feel bad later. You probably have to go clean up a mess of some sort or another. Either a mess that you made by speaking poorly to a person or yelling and screaming at somebody, or maybe you got mad and threw something and you broke it. Whatever it is, it's nothing good comes from it. You get a momentary burst of satisfaction, and nothing good comes from it. So just be aware that that's there this next couple of weeks. It's not going to go away, but you don't have to play with that because there's so many other choices that you can make. It seems, because it's like a sore thumb, it seems like the only thing there, but it's not, because what's really happening is, like I said, is this King of Coins, prosperity. Then we've got all of this work, upgrade with your work, nurturing your work, good news with your work, good news with your spirituality. So many good things going on for you. And if you are in the King of Swords, you don't get to experience any of them because what did we say? Swords have no open borders. Once you're in the swords, that's it. That's all you get to do is swords. All you get is conflict until you decide to stop. All of this other stuff, it's as if it's not even happening. But if you choose not to allow yourself to enter into this Kingdom of Swords, and you don't take on the mantle of the King of Swords, but instead you keep your mantle of the King of Coins, then you get all of these benefits. So let's look at those benefits. You get, like I said, prosperity. It looks like a building of wealth is happening for many of you. Looks like it has been happening. New ideas, new ways of acting and being with your career that are enabling you to really, and I think I say career, but it can be whatever meaningful work that it is to you. But those new ways, those new ideas, maybe learning new techniques, all new, wonderful new things that are going to make such a difference in your life as far as this upgrade in your career goes. And you just nurturing and nurturing and nurturing those things and allowing yourself to be so successful and so happy. So happy. All of the things that you've been working on so hard are now coming to fruition. And then this Page of Cups is talking about all of the spiritual good news for you. All of the because most of you that are listening to this aren't just about your work, you're also about your spiritual path and your spiritual growth. And that's a huge part of it over these next couple of weeks is your own spiritual path, your own spiritual growth. And the way that is manifesting in this reading is a very simple spiritual path over these next couple of weeks. Simple, not powerless, but very powerful, but very simple. You sitting, receiving wisdom, receiving love from the universe, receiving wisdom, receiving your own understanding of your path. That's everything. Most people go through life not knowing what they're doing, not knowing where they're going. Oh, why am I here? Nobody has any clue why they're here. But you get a very clear understanding, a very clear indication of what you're here for, what you're here to do. But you can see how the vision of this world and the vision of the swords world, it's one or the other. All the time that you're in swords and you're getting all mad, being the Aries mad person, you don't get any of this. But also, while you're getting all this, the anger is gone. And this isn't healthy anger. Sometimes anger is very healthy, and you're good at healthy anger. This is not that. This is mean, jerky, bully Aries. And most of us say, oh, I'm not a bully. I'm really nice. Well, you are. You are really nice. But you know what I'm talking about. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you're asleep. There's a part of you that when you're upset and you are really angry about something, or you feel whatever, you feel like mistreated or whatever it is, that can snap and you become the jerk of jerks. You're the king of jerks. That's what the King of Swords is, the king of jerks. And you don't want to be the king of jerks. You want to be the king of coins. You want to be the king of success, the king of, and also the queen of success, the king and queen of success. Imagine that. Remember Open Borders, the queen of wands with the king of coins? What a wonderful combination of kingdoms that is. Work and prosperity and success. All of these beautiful upgrades in your career. All of these wonderful new ideas in your career, and all of this amazing spiritual insight about yourself and your path, where you're going. It's fabulous, but it's one or the other. And just remember that it's not worth giving up this, even for a moment, to allow for that King of Swords to have reign. So we need to dethrone him, at least over these next couple weeks. And you can do that just by making a choice. When you notice yourself getting into that moment, just take a few breaths. You know, if you have to go and do something non-toxic to move that anger, fine. Go pound some pillows, go scream, do something, but don't be a jerk, because all that's going to do is really delay all of this wonderful progress that you're making. So be careful. You're going to do great. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. We'll see you in a couple weeks, Aries. Until next time, blessed be.